everybody.
No, what are you? What?
I am Puppeteen 2.0, and we're here for what? For what? Miss Marvel.
We're here for Miss Marvel.
I said that.
The classic Miss Marvel.
Yes.
Carol Danvers. You know.
The OG.
Before we get any more disturbed, let's go ahead and meet the rest of our cast and crew. If you look to my... I don't know what to call you. I don't want to call you.
I am Puppeteen 2.0. New and improved. So,
what's improved?
Well, I'm less triggered, and my fingers are shorter.
That's not an improvement.
Call him Mini-Me.
And I work above the bridge.
Oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad you got a promotion.
I use a ladder.
If you look over there, you can see it's every woman in the world, and our superstar for the evening, it is Miss Friend to us, Maranya.
Good evening, everyone.
If you look right, well, I just want to point out the only thing with more plot armor in this day and age than Carol Danvers is that tree back there. If we want to look right down there, we can see he is our narrator for the evening. It is that old chum, that trustiest of sidekicks, trusty sidekick.
Holy bad comic book reading, Puppeteen.
Perfection. And finally, not our narrator for the evening, no, but he is indeed the Scorpion. It is, of course, Mr. Eric Breen.
It doesn't matter who's doing the voices because we're just friends.
At least we're friends, but not enemies. But still.
That is true. In my readings, you're
But
all
we could be
more than friends.
anybody. He could have pulled 4 people off the street. He could have pulled Puppeteen 3.0, and it wouldn't matter.
In the future, you are more than a friend. You are, listen, on the credits.
In the future, you are more than a friend. You are his lover. Yeah. All right.
I like this one.
Oh, so you mean in 2022 DC Comics?
There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and look.
Those gams!
Oh. No, they aren't mates.
That's midriff.
Oh, damn.
I didn't say anything, May!
Be wary, guys. It says this female fights back.
Are you able to read that, Mr. Trusty Sidekick?
Got it.
All right.
Fabulous first issue. All-out action. Ms. Marvel. At last, a bold new superheroine in the senses-stunning tradition of Spider-Man.
Yes!
Featuring the most mysterious woman warrior since Madame Medusa. And if you think our leading lady is something, wait till you see her star-studded supporting cast.
That's the worst Jerry Conway impression I've ever heard.
I present Ms. Marvel, conceived, written, and edited by Gerry Conway. Art and storytelling by Jazzy John Buscema. Care and embellishment by Jolton Joe Sinnott. With John Costanza on letters and Marie Severin on colors.
And Stan Lee on narration.
She flies. Like the Valkyrie guards of Valhalla, she swoops across the face of the earth, arms as widespread as an eagle's wings, eyes burning, jaw set, her every sinew throbbing with battle anticipation. Her name is her own, but for want of something better, we may call her Marvel, Ms. Marvel. And because of her, the world may never be the same.
You'd think an editor would have taken one of the ends out of Sinnott.
You would think. This woman, this warrior.
This earth.
I warned you, stay back, creeps. Now you're gonna die.
Pew, pew.
Forget the guard, stupid. We got the cash. Let's move.
Not anymore. It's all blowing away.
With more than a little aid and abetment from Carla Conway.
Conway. Hey, Frankie. Who the heck is that?
Some dame showing off a lot. Oh, and she's flying.
Broads that fly. I've seen everything now.
I can do more than fly, friend. Much more.
Wham!
Ma'am. No, thank you, ma'am.
Holy Hannah, I don't believe it. Did you see that, broad? Did you see what she did? Frankie and Phil, both of them wiped out with one punch.
Yeah.
One punch.
One punch. This is New York City.
New York City!
Ain't you never seen a superhero before? She's strong. So she's strong. So what? Once I get this car started, ain't nobody gonna.
Break my stride.
Nobody gonna.
Gonna turn me down. Oh no.
I got to keep on moving.
It's the dame. She's picking up the car like it's made out of cardboard. Sweet sister. She's gonna. Oh God, she killed us.
Oh.
Yeah, they're dead, Jim.
So dead.
There is nothing like a dame.
I sense someone behind me planning to shoot me. If it weren't for my seventh sense, we might well succeed.
Hey.
As it is.
Her senses tingle. I can't say the other word because it's censored.
Yes. Not a chance.
Pow!
And the saying goes, ends that. 5 crooks robbing a bank. Become 5 crooks drifting in dreamland. Not bad for my first day's work. Not bad at all.
By dreamland, she means the morgue.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell ya, I've seen tough, but that little lady makes Linda Carter look like olive oil.
Mommy, I've never seen a woman like that. Have you?
No, Susie.
Never.
Wow! When I grow up, I want to be just like her.
Exclamation mark.
But as an astonished populace crowds close around the as yet unidentified superheroine on the street outside the Third National Bank, inside the bank, a furtive form slips from the open vault, silent and unseen.
You know, I like superheroine.
Or have we spoken too soon?
Hold it, Buster! You think I didn't see you sneaking here while those cheap hoods went out the front? But you were wrong, Wait, I know you. Yikes! You're a scorpion!
And
Woof.
if you know that much, fool, then you also know the scorpion's tail. Tough luck for you, huh, chump?
Woof.
Huh. Being seen by that nitwit god is the only thing that's gone wrong with this whole holdup. Those thugs I hired made a good decoy, leaving me free to steal all the capital I need. Now, to reach Professor Corman's lab for the next step in my master plan. Yes, even scorpions have those.
Interesting though the Scorpion's master plan may be, our main concern is still the debut of the star of this book, and she's about to find herself the center of more attention than she can use.
It's an act. A publicity stunt. Like that gag at the World Trade Center with the styrofoam King Kong.
I'm glad you signified with the King Kong, honey.
Publicity stunt. Can she believe that? Are people really so cynical?
I can see up her skirt.
Or is such an attitude peculiar to New York City?
New York City!
Since this is now my adopted city, that's something I've got to think about. But not right now. Right now, I've got company. The police.
Look, lady! We've gotta bring you in for questioning. So come along nice. Like, before we have to... Huh? What's that?
My apologies, gentlemen, but I have business elsewhere.
Help! She's gonna jump on us!
Some people dream of that, buddy.
You know, I kind of do.
The costume woman only smiles and leaps and soars above the startled crowd, rising above their heads as easily as she does their fears. Only when she's gone do the people breathe again. Breathe and wonder.
And take photos.
1 hour later, those photos have been developed. In a projection room located within the offices of the Daily Bugle building.
Let me get this straight, Mr. Jameson. You want to hire me as an editor for a new magazine called Woman, and you want my first issue to be an expose of her?
That's right! Lately, with the Bugle sales being slow, I haven't had the time to devote myself to our magazine department, particularly our women's magazines. And let me tell you, Miss Danvers, it shows! Articles on Women's Lib, interviews with Kate Millett, stories about careers for women. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Glad you can get this. The way I see it, a woman's magazine should have articles that are useful, like new diets and fashions and recipes, things like that.
So how does this new superheroine fit in? Under fashion?
Nah, this is something else. Something more important. I hate superheroes, Miss Danvers. I absolutely cannot stand them.
Anyone in particular?
We're not going to get into that.
Damn it.
So you want to hire me, and you want me to edit a woman's magazine your way, including a feature on this superwoman. Okay, Mr. Jameson, what about my salary?
Salary?
Sure, as in weekly paycheck? I realize I'm not what you call prime material, since I've only been writing for a year after leaving the security field. Asterix. Stan.
Everyone remembers Carol Danvers, Cape Kennedy security chief from Captain Marvel 1 through 18. Not Gerry.
But I do have something of a reputation now, and reps cost money.
Money? Huh? 20,000.
30.
22.
30.
25.
30.
Blast it! How can I argue money with a woman? All right. 30.
And one thing more, Jonah. My name is Ms. Carol Danvers. And as far as diets and recipes go, forget it.
Why can't Rogue be here?
Little be known, she can't cook. She would need those recipes.
So that's the great and powerful J. Jonah Jameson. Some raging tiger he turned out to be. Hey. Carol, my dear, this may be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. You're Carol Danvers, aren't you? Why?
Look, honey, another blonde.
Is there a warrant out for my arrest? Hey, no. I want to sell you a picture on Rolling Stone on some article you wrote about Diana Ross. Wow, listen, Petey was just telling me old Jonah wants to make you an editor. Petey? That's him over there. Say hello to the lady, Petey.
Hello, lady.
Catch you later, Pete.
Catch you later, Ed.
hmm
Hey, another blonde.
Pete, as in Peter Parker, the news photographer who was nominated for last year's News Guild Award. That's my Petey. Say, wow, can I talk with you for a minute? Sure, Mary Jane Watson, but you can call me MJ.
Let's take a breather from Mary Jane's breathless breathings
Oh, no.
and return our attention to another member of our cast, the Scorpion, whose plottings have brought him here to an apparently abandoned brownstone standing lonely on the Brooklyn Bay shore.
I must remember to be careful. Coleman has this whole establishment wired into one large booby trap.
Booby trap.
Harvey Korman?
Bobby Trap?
But that is just fine with me, because in a matter of moments, it will all be mine. And when it is, I shall get revenge on the individual I hate most in all of this crummy world. That creepo publisher, J. Jonah Jameson. Yes, I hate. Yes, I hate him, but I respect him enough to give him all 3 J's.
You're a swell son of a bitch. Sam.
I am still going to kill you, creepo.
Ah, Gargan. I see you kept your schedule.
When I make a plan, I stick to it, Professor. Maybe I'm not a genius like you, except for in my inner monologue.
My congratulations. I didn't expect you to step over my line. But,
Well, if you'd have gotten to it sometime tonight, I wouldn't have. But I'm not stupid either. Here's the money, just like we agreed. 200 grand from the bank's payroll cash. Funny, you know. I'd have thought you'd want more to sell a setup like this.
this amount is quite sufficient. Or sufficient. Whatever you like. Gargan. I plan to use it as part of my retirement fund. Maybe move to Florida. I haven't decided. I grow weary of making weapons for groups like Hydra. I grow sick of this lab and its childish toys and men who dress in costumes. Here, Gargan, the key. I hope you find my little home useful. You need all the help you can get.
The name's Scorpion, Professor. Matt Gargan is dead. And he's been dead a long time. And yeah, I'll find you a place useful, Professor. But I'll only be using it once. Nice and slow. See, oh, that's the other. Once is all I need.
As long as you get a grip on yourself.
I plan to.
Professor Kerwin Coleman lifts an eyebrow in silent amusement. But if he has an opinion about the man called Scorpion, he does not voice it. No, Professor Kerwin Coleman says nothing. Nothing at all. Take a long look, reader. We've got a feeling we may see this man again.
Or he'll see you.
We're taking a long look now.
And speaking of seeing people again, isn't it time we rejoined one of the stars of this book?
Miss Danvers, there was a man here to see you. That will be something we can hear from in the future. Said his name was Barnett. He left a message. Something about dinner at Sardi's.
Thanks, Hewlett. I'll give Mike a call when I get upstairs. Care for some coffee, Mary Jane? Sure. I've never had coffee in a Central Park penthouse before. Say, how do you afford a fantastic layout like this? Do editors make that much money? They don't, MJ, but some lucky writers do. Royalties for my first book about the space industry. Wow.
Wow.
Chicka wow wow.
That's right. You were a security consultant at Kate Kennedy, weren't you? I remember reading about you in the papers about that weird Captain Marvel guy first showed up on Earth. Asterisk.
Again, Captain Marvel #1.
Why'd you leave all of that, Carol? And how come you became a writer? Not because I wanted to, MJ. But because I had to. Captain Marvel's appearance at the Cape and my inability to capture him just about destroyed my security field career. I kept trying to hold it together until I finally went back to my first love, writing. Turns out I have more talent for the pen than the sword, until I tell you I'm a lot happier than, oh,
Crash.
Carol. I'm all right, Mary Jane, just a migraine headache. I've been getting a lot of them since coming to New York City.
New York City!
You want me to call a doctor? No, I'm sorry, but you better just go.
What about the coffee?
We'll talk about your photography tomorrow at the office. Right now, I'm not going to be very good company. Okay, Carol, take care. Wow, that's spooky. The way she just fell apart.
Editors to note. She does this in the future.
Mm-hmm. Hope there's nothing wrong with her. I mean, she's so together.
Together, MJ? Perhaps. And perhaps there's more to Carol Danvers than you or we can see. Perhaps much more. She's really Prez.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, across town, at the north exit of the Daily Bugle building, a fuming J. Jonah Jameson paces angrily back and forth, a snarl brewing deep in his throat.
Blasted chauffeur. I'm not doing that. Blasted chauffeur. I told him to meet me at the south exit downstairs at 6:05 p.m. exactly. And here it is, almost 6:30. Where is that imbecile? I swear I'll fire him for this. Hey, what's that sound? Behind me. Eee! When?
Wake me up before you go.
It's your death knell, Jameson.
I don't want Wham to be my death knell. Please.
For years I plotted my revenge against you. And now, at last, vengeance is gonna be mine. Wake up!
Holy crow! It's that scorpion dude! Crook. Why is he grabbed that man? What's he gonna do?
Fortunately, it's a 1977 Marvel comic. If it were 2022, you wouldn't want to know. If
That
you
tail.
only knew, Buster, you'd thank God you're not J. Jonah Jameson.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now go back to bed. Because of Jameson, I'm a monster. Matt Gargan is dead. I said that already. And J. Jonah Jameson is my moiterer.
Correct.
And in this court, the penalty for moiter is death. Death. Death.
But
Death.
less than 60 seconds later, now familiar figure flashes through the sunset sky.
The scorpion's gone. Slipped off across the rooftop shadows. My seventh sense warned me too late that Jameson was going to be kidnapped. But perhaps there's still time to save him before the scorpion can complete his plan. That must be the Daily Bugle building up ahead. If my intuition's correct, I should pick up the necessary vibrations there. Wait,
Good
something
vibration.
odd here.
My spider sense is going off. It's tingling.
I feel as though I've been to this place before, but that's impossible.
Now I've seen everything. First, that arachnid hero fellow
No,
makes this office his hangout.
no,
Yes,
No.
he does. First, Spider-Man
yes.
Yes.
makes this office his hangout, and now
A flying woman. Oh my goodness.
Relax, people. She ain't gonna hurt us. She's my date. And Liz, she's changed colors since I captured those robbers
Like
this
that
morning.
Lois Lane woman.
Yeah.
A little bit of makeup, she changed her colors.
My name's Joe Robinson. I'm a city editor. Miss?
Miss, you want my name?
Assuming you have one.
I don't think I do.
I see. What does you want here, miss?
The woman replies with silence, and for an instant her eyes lose their focus as she looks to a horizon invisible to normal human eyes.
I sense the scorpion carrying Jameson.
hey,
That's all you deserve. Bringing him somewhere deadly. Somewhere, a house, abandoned, derelict. Brooklyn?
It's still painted pink.
anything but Brooklyn.
Slowly she leaves her trance, like a diver returning from the ocean floor. But when she fully regains awareness,
The police. Something tells me you were spotted coming here, lady. Guess they want to order you by activities.
No,
Fact.
we're just here to arrest you because you're black.
Oh, no. That's another issue, Bob.
Say what, Honky? No.
That and about the scorpion.
What?
Sorry, Mr. Robertson. I can't stay to explain. Something else is more important.
Wouldn't we like to let you leave? You killed Franklin. Who's our friend?
I
Yeah.
see what you did there.
Yes. A man's life.
and with a leap through an uncurtained window, she's off, gliding over a Manhattan now slowed by the oncoming night. A golden-haired wraith beneath the moon, she speeds eastward, passing other windows, both bright and dark, passing one particular window belonging to a woman named Carol Danvers, whose apartment is shadowed and empty.
Like her head.
Hey,
Brooklyn, one-time home of the Dodgers, part-time home of Norman Mailer, current home of the Scorpion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And future graveyard of J. Jonah Jameson.
Thank you! Why? Why, you mad fool? Why? I offered you everything! Money, fame, a membership in my private club! Why do you want to kill me?
You asked me to be your caddy because I don't like you, Jameson. You're not
Everybody
worthy of
who
all
didn't
3
like
J's
me
now.
wanted to kill me. I'd have a list of people at the door!
You just made the list
Oh!
because I hate you. Look at me. I said look at me and see if you can understand that. You see someone powerful, right? Someone with more strength than most people know in a lifetime. When I look at me, I see a freak. This isn't a costume, Jameson. It doesn't come off, and I really gotta pee.
I was wondering about
That's J. Jonah Jameson to you!
Not as bad as I gotta pee.
This tail ain't empty, you know.
you.
Remember when I was just a crummy private investigator you hired to track that Parker kid and find out how he took his exclusive photos? Remember how you took me off that assignment and paid me to be a guinea pig for a mad scientist's experiment. Remember?
We do. It happened in Spider-Man number 20.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not as clear as all that, fellow readers. It's a little more complicated.
Uh-huh.
Pepper's Farm remembers too.
You wanted me to capture Spider-Man
Yes.
Yes.
for you.
Yeah.
But when I realized how strong I was, I knew I couldn't take orders from you or anyone. But I didn't know then. Didn't realize that what I'd become was for keeps. I can never lead a normal life. Never feel the sun on my skin. Did I mention I really gotta pee? Never feel, never love. All because of you.
And never poop either.
I've been holding that too.
Voice cracking, the scorpion darts towards a vast computer bank, inserts a magnetized key, and then leaps back, cackling with mad hysteria.
Like a veritable Kamala Harris. That liquid in that vat is acid, Jameson. It won't kill you much.
And as Jameson begins his short journey downward, outside,
This is it. The place I sensed back at the Daily Bugle. If only I can understand why the Bugle offices seem so familiar. No, can't think about that now. Here comes my monologue. If I'm to make my way through the death trap maze I sense beyond this door, I'll need all my concentration and all my Kree-born skill. Kree-born? But I'm an Earthwoman. Why did I think? Watch out. Daydreaming almost cost me my life. These laser beams are heat activated, tuned to the warmth of a living body. And you covered up my line. No way to pass unless.
Don't worry, there'll be more.
I
am doing lines right now.
bet you are. It's with a shield. Now what? I hear machinery grinding in the walls, but that metal door sliding shut to block the corridor. Only seconds to glide under it. But seconds are all I need. I'm almost at the end of the maze. I better hurry.
Please do.
But not too much. This trapdoor is so obvious, it's practically diabolical. If I were anyone but who I am, I'd be finished. But I am who I am.
And that's
Sam,
all
I
that
am.
I am.
And nothing can stop me now.
Tell us about the third grade.
but as she flies the last few feet into Scorpion's lair, the woman seems to hear an echo of her words. I am who I am. And for just a heartbeat, she falters and craves spinach.
Yes.
Who on earth are you?
I'm Papa the Sailor Man from
Toot toot.
Scorpion? That's a better question than you know.
Boom.
Ark.
Whatever you are, whoever you are, get me out of here!
Together.
Through thick or through thin.
She's working with Spider-Man.
Really? What's happened to your anti-superhero crusade, Mr. Jameson? Cut from lack of funds? Just stay where you are and I'll...
Pow.
I've done it again. Let myself be distracted by that odd feeling that I've met this man, Jameson, and know him, but I've never seen him before in my life. I must pull myself together. I must.
Hey, Chris.
Her split personality is getting more in the way than it does for Moon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm better looking.
You
Thought
wish.
you knocked me unconscious, didn't you? Stupid broad.
Hey,
Hey, what, stupid broad? I'm tougher than you. or anyone. Tell me who you are and why you wear a costume like Captain Marvel's.
Anyone else notice that her boob gets bigger in certain panels?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'll let you live. Eh? Dodging my tail? Like an acrobat? Yeah!
Not like an acrobat, Scorpion, like a Kree soldier. What you said about my costume. It's made me remember like coming out of a fog. My costume is like Captain Marvel's for a reason. My powers come from the alien Kree race. The powers of a warrior born.
Yeah.
Teeth knocker out of her.
Before you go.
Crash.
Lady, you're crazy, but do you know the name of a good dentist? Even though I have all my teeth again one panel later.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about the Kree, how they got sentries who fought the Fantastic Four and the Avengers. How their science is a million years ahead of Earth's. That's right. I read the papers. I'm more than just a pretty face.
Mm-hmm.
But you sure ain't one of them. The way you talk, you're as human as I am. You don't even have an accent.
Crunch.
Bar.
I don't know what you're trying to pull, but it won't work.
You're right, Scorpion. I'm not a Kree. But in some way I don't understand, I gained powers from the Kree. Super strength, flight, and a strange seventh sense. And one thing more. Total amnesia.
What? Where's the sixth sense? You mean you don't remember your past? Bunk.
Believe it or not, I've been so busy fighting crooks the past few days. I haven't thought once about my blackout spells or about my complete lack of memory. Maybe I've had a mental block against thinking about my past, but the fact remains. I don't know who I am.
Hey, wait. What are you doing?
I'll rip off your tails. What are you doing? Doing? What does it look like I'm doing? I'm winning.
Charlie Sheen?
No.
The vat. Not the vat.
Splash.
And there she murders her first man.
No, she murdered her first man hours ago.
Liquid explodes from the vat in a cascade of bubbling, burning fury. Before the Scorpion can finish his scream, he's inundated by the seething acid. And though his grafted-on costume protects him from the full force of the raging chemical,
I'm pretty sure his face went face first into it.
he still burns and shrieking flees. Keep going. Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
My lord, the poor man.
For heaven's sakes, woman! Don't just stand there! Let me down!
I've been considering it, Mr. Jameson, and I decide you can call me Ms. Marvel.
What?
My costume ties me to Captain Marvel in a way I don't yet understand. Till I do understand, I'll need a name. And Miss Marvel is as good as any.
You're crazy!
That's something I need to find out, Mr. Jameson, when I learn who I am and where I come from. Until then, try not to make too hasty a judgment about me.
Wait! My hands are still chained! What about my hands?
But Ms. Marvel only smiles and is gone.
That bitch.
Well, Spider-Man takes photos.
Epilogue, the morning after.
Hey.
I want an expose on that Marvel team, and I want it started now! Nobody can make a fool out of J. Jonah Jameson! A especially not a woman!
I'll do what I can, Jonah. Still, she's more of a mystery than Spider-Man.
Don't you ever mention that skyscraper defacing, tight wearing, cake eating, hubcap stealing Spider-Man in this office!
Yes!
Ever! Get out!
Whew. So much for Jonah the Pussycat. I wonder what happened to him with the Scorpion in this Ms. Marvel. Whatever it was, it sure made him mad.
Wow, look at the ass on that girl as he walks away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, if it weren't for Jonah.
If it weren't for that skirt blocking you, I'd see your ass.
This office would be this office would be really a nice place to work. The people are good, the atmosphere is fine, and then there's Jonah. Oh, well, I wanted to play editor, and here I am. Yes, here I am. Strange. When Jonah mentioned Miss Marvel just now, I felt a weird chill, as though someone had stepped on my grave, like those blackout spells I've been having. They worry me. I never know when they'll strike, how long they'll last, or what happens when I'm unconscious. And what's worse, I'm deathly afraid to see a doctor. Funny, isn't it? Jameson's given me a mystery to solve, plus I have one of my own. But which is the greater enigma? The woman named Carol Danvers, or the warrior we all call Ms. Marvel?
Finny. Next issue, The Secret Origin of Ms. Marvel.
Yay!
And that is our end. Ugh. My throat is going to be feeling that in the morning.
I bet.
Feels it right now.
Hold on. I'm getting a premonition. Yes, the puppet team. And, well, the other guy, Froggy, who's not here, would like you to subscribe and leave a comment. It means a lot. Thank you. Also, please check out the Ko-Fi link, which is right there going across the screen. Or in the description below, if he actually put it there this time. If you got a dime, drop it. If you don't got a dime, keep it. We'd like you to come back next time.
I'm going to go take a note out of Hank Pym's diary and go. I will stop the future single-handedly.
Oh, no.
I would like there to be only one of you.
Goodbye.
I'm more than enough. Bye!
Bye.